So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more on World in Conflict. This is actually a very newish game, as in played just a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, there's been quite a lot of pretty good, decent games recently. Also, some bad nights, of course. Usually, Saturday is the best night for games, but there are some random other days that or evenings that can have some nice games too. So definitely still quite a lot of activity in this old game, and like I said or commented in one of my videos that yeah, Discord server still up. Of course, if you come into this game as a new player, you kind of have to have a little bit of a tough skin because there are definitely some people that can be a little bit like, well, capture points. Of course, it's important to know to actually try to capture these points and share captures, etc. But of course, we also definitely are happy to have new players because, well, it's an old game. It's not like it gets too many players at this point and day. And if you're willing to learn the game, then yeah, definitely welcome to join us all. But alrighty. Otherwise, about this specific match mode game, let me just give some colors. There is one main reason why I am highlighting this one specifically. This is a 5v5 game. I used to play way more of those 4 versus 4 games back in the day, and the mechanics or how the 4v4 versus 5v5 works is, well, it's interesting. Like 4v4s, you obviously have one role of each, as in one infantry, one air, one armor, and one support player. In here, we have the one person that is basically the switcher. They can start as a double air, they can change into double armor, they can do whatever. Usually it's one specific individual who does this role, or should be. Like in this case, we agreed that we start with 2 double heavy airs and do the heavy air bang, as in destroy as much as we can, and then Blitz will be changing into mediums probably afterwards. But it is also, especially if the opponent team has a switcher that really knows what they're doing, it is important for a switcher to be pretty reactive into that. And otherwise, yeah, Wally is a support, one of the best supports for sure. Dexter, being an armor, has had a long break from the game, but is a very, very great player for certainty. Blitz is a relatively new player, but great air. Me, of course, in air, doing actually kind of poorly in this specific game, but okay-ish otherwise at the very least. Well, sometimes I have very good days with air and decent in support, and some other days it just feels like not doing good at all. Let's just get into the closer to the start of the game though. And of course, good player, extremely good with air, but I think that they're good with everything, like, to be honest. I don't know, well, to be honest, of course, Ilian is definitely the best infantry, overall the best player of the game at the moment, and he is specifically the person that I am highlighting here, because they are the switcher in the other team, and I honestly think that they were the one who won the game for their team at the end of the day. Maybe it's a little bit spoilerish to say that they won already, but it is true. They definitely did it. Then Kikapu is, of course, very good player. Not rusty at all at this moment. Good with infantry. Then there is Ponter, Muku, and Akai being Claude. So overall, I think that the teams are pretty balanced. Both teams have a chance to win. But I do think that one specific individual, like Elaine as a switcher, won the game. Like, of course, all of us could have done better. I could have done better with air. Maybe Wally couldn't have done too much better as the support. But otherwise, I guess I still usually think that everyone could do. But they also start with 2 heavy bangs, so we're kind of seeing here which team does better with it. Didn't kill that one support unit from there. I guess I should have gone there first. Like, I was looking at, oh, Blitz goes a little bit there. Then I was trying to go more into there, but kind of foolish. But they are attacking now. Kind of late, considering we kind of did get the capture of the town first, though, which is interesting. Attacking only that late. But yeah, feel that we could have done better with our heavy air bank too. But yeah, don't know if they did too amazingly either. Overall, like considering there are units here, Dexter still has tanks alive, quite a lot of, well, 2 support units alive. And then, yeah, good player asking for the TA, tactical 8 points, for the airdrop beams. Gave some for that for sure, Reese. I'm of course here just with the 1 air unit right now. We have the dam, they have the sawmill. Blitz kind of unnecessarily there at the moment, I'd say, considering there was no plans to attack there at the moment. Not that I'm doing anything that's specifically important right now. Probably should be more in here where I am flying now. But yeah, trying to pay attention. And yeah, Alien has changed into mediums now. So change from the heavy air to mediums at this point of the game. So there is the first switch in roles. Not exactly away from air, still staying as an air role, but nonetheless into mediums. And yeah, Wally even asking for the air support into this direction. We both could have gone there way earlier. Now seems a little bit silly to even go there. I was worried that there's gonna be air-to-air strike, to be honest, which Blitz at least mostly managed to avoid anyway. But yeah, at the moment at least, we still can do pretty well here with the 2 heavy air, but having medium choppers, yeah, it does make sense that Blitz is changing now to medium choppers, especially if this is going to be a long game, then it's better to do the change. Like 2 heavy air can still do well in a very aggressive game against medium choppers, even if the enemy team does take them. But if the game will be more stagnant, stay more into the defensive lines, then it's definitely more reasonable to be medium choppers. Although this is the silly thing that both of their air groups actually switched into medium choppers. Not just Alien, but also Muku. But they are changing away then back to the heavy air shortly. But kind of both of them just thought that, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. No, actually not. So yeah, then Muku changing back to heavy air. And yeah, I noticed that they're changing from meds, but I didn't realize that both of their air had gone medium air at that moment, which definitely a little bit silly. But yeah, overall, we are going to be capping this place soonishly. We managed to cap the bridge. We have a good tick advantage at the moment. Dam is uncontested. We didn't get anything into here though, even though it would have been almost free too, to be honest. Then just going and yeah, their team. Muku is now then the heavy air, Alien indeed the switchers as mediums. Their infantry is Kickapoo, which is not so surprising, Ponder being in armor, and Claudie then was in support. But yeah, like I said, I definitely don't do the best as air overall in this game. Like a little bit of at least shooting in there. Let me just have a better zoom of the field. And probably can speed up here a little bit because, yeah, not too much is happening right at this moment. Dexter put in the heavier artillery in here, which is always useful against, especially if there's support or weaker enemy units that can be destroyed with like tanks, etc. So yeah, the heavy artillery is definitely one of the better uses for TA. And like it always would be easy time to always swoop in with air to and actually attack properly, because at the time the support units can't really use smoke to their advantage, etc. So I could have gone earlier, but destroyed the armor there right now at least. They're getting airdrop beams into these forests. Yeah, talk about napalming all the forests, or at least some of them. Yeah, some advancements into the city, yeah, and destroying this forest for certainty. When Kickapoo trying to get into the town with infantry. So let me speed up the game a little bit. 2 times speed isn't too fast at the very least.
Your reinforcements
It's not
is
like we
ready.
have to go and attack, for example, into the sawmill or anything. Though, of course, when we don't attack from into there, it is easier for them to maybe try to attack into dam at some point. But still, we have a good position, like I said, with the
We're
tick
ready to
advantage.
send
We
another
don't
wave of
really have
reinforcements.
control in this forest, though, which they definitely have. I decided to go and at least kill this
Unit killed.
one little tank there hiding, because there was a scan basically from the armor player into this area, so it just made sense to then use the situation to my advantage and also kill the armor in there. Basically.
We're sending in
Yep,
the
big
reinforcements
advantage.
now.
I should really go into here considering they are advancing in there. I'm just killing this infantry in here in the house. But should have moved already earlier, should have noticed. Like, the thing with the air is also that
Your
you
new
should be
units are
keeping
combat
attention to the map, where you are needed, when is the what is the location that is the most important for you to be in. And when they are attacking in here, then that is the place I should be in, rather than killing one infantry in here. I've managed to at least evade
You
pretty
can
much
order
most of
reinforcements
Alien's hits, which is pretty nice. And then, after all, at least I still had flare with some units, which is decent.
They've got one of your units.
Unfortunately, not the best circumstance, because I can't really kill this guy right now. I should have used either the... Shame that I didn't. I feel like it just didn't do the strike of the... Like, I definitely had one more missile, should have done that to armor at least, even if the support unit would have been left. But yeah, I assumed that I flared just with a couple of units
Expect your new
against the
units soon.
aliens' missiles, but maybe it wasn't the case. Can't be certain. But yeah, it's a shame that I'm not here. At least can heavy artillery strike here to destroy these units better. And also wanting to advance here now. Dexter cleared this area with the fuel bomb, fuel air bomb, I think the name is. Got more units, going to go and definitely at least destroy this tank that I should have taken care of before. Unfortunately didn't get that, considering, yeah, the other unit got killed. At least that is dead. Basically pretty free then to go into as well. And yeah, just retreat in the light tanks after the bridge gap. Then just need to go and clear here. Or could destroy these when they are coming and capping this, on the other hand, from Ponter. Would be also a good thing. Of course, it would be nice to clear this forest too, especially when good player is getting the airdrop imps into here. It's a visibility that I would prefer them not having there, certainly. But still, they were kind of free tanks here that I could have just killed. And could definitely go into here, Wally doing a cluster bomb. They have even one support unit hiding behind the forest in here. Which is not pleasant for me. At least we're getting some control of this forest for the moment and time being. So that's nice. And we got the cap of the bridge, even though there was that light tank somewhere relatively close by. I'm planning to go here to attack, but yeah, just that thing is still alive, which is annoying. Still alive. But yeah, could also be here. Hometown is of course also a big map, so this is one of the best places to do split air. Like having some unit at least here always to shoot someone that is approaching the bridge area, and then having your main group to work in here, or the other way around, like having one around here and so on and forth. Hometown being big enough of a map for that to actually be really useful too, even if I'm not used to doing it. Good player is very good at it on the other hand.
Your new units are at the battlefield.
At least killed that. And can see some of that infantry take care of some of it. But it's at least nice to see where they are, even if won't be taking care of them right now. Nonetheless, got at least a cap of that area. Still, the tick is on our side, but not as well as it was previously, certainly. They got to keep this and this for quite of a long time. And yes, I'm advancing in here, or trying to do airdrop imps into here. And Alien has
Enemy
been
launched a nuke.
frustrating to deal with for me. And now they are launching a nuke. So, incoming indeed. We all know it's gonna be around here, because like where else is it gonna go? Nuke in here from their team is always going to appear. On the other hand, ours would be always around here somewhere, for certainty. Like, that's just a known fact. I at least went and killed some of the tanks in here so that they don't threaten this area as much. But, of course, should go here as soon as possible, so that could actually be helping to stop their advance into the town. But, on the other hand, it's difficult to do while having 3 support units relatively close by. Can at least try to take care of this one and so on, but yeah, air-to-air strike got me too. Claude got me with that. And was trying to look, but yeah. Still at this moment every armor unit is Ponters. But I think we don't see any more of the kind of annoying medium shoppers that had been annoying me this full game thus far otherwise. So that's the big change. Gladly managed to still see that so that I can actually try to kill this armor now, because otherwise would have been a problem. Not a lot of health left on this poor little air unit though. Definitely not much. And Dexter asking for TA, I do have 20 to give, so I gave it away. Sometimes I should also be using Indeed Scan, but yeah, Dexter getting also then the nuke to their side, which makes sense. They should have units coming from here, and Alien is coming with light tanks in here after all. So exactly stopping basically their advance in that very moment and getting the drops into here to try to get all of those caps quickly. Which makes sense, but yeah, at the moment it doesn't make any sense for police to remain as medium shoppers. There's only one heavy air player from the opponent, and there isn't even medium shoppers anymore. So now that Alien changed into tanks, Blitz should be definitely, at least now, changed into heavy air, for example. Heavy air would be good way to stop the tank crashes that are going to come in, because I alone ain't really going to be enough to stop all of the tank crashes, just saying. Definitely not enough, but yeah, it's not something that you're as used to when you're not experienced with the 5v5. Alien has a lot of experience. I don't have that much, especially of the switching, and neither does Blitz. So it's definitely understandable why there is no switching. And no one notices to tell about it either, but it would have definitely been a useful thing. They at least do have the bridge broken at the moment, so it's not like they can actually advance here from here. But considering how much light tanks they would be wanting to come in, or bring in, I would be saying that should be fixing it. And yeah, Alien also approaching in here with a few units, and also in here with the armored transports being more annoying even to air. And yeah, I'm clearing here, but I can't be everywhere to clear. And to be honest, split air wouldn't even help here that much either, because it's not like I can be everywhere. I can't be destroying everything efficiently here with just one air. And in here, I guess I would have been efficient enough with one air unit to degree, but at the same time, well, didn't notice, and this is the first time that they're pushing to dam after all. So at this point, yeah, maybe should have had just one. I'm leaving one for repairs, and then yeah, trying to do a little bit of a. Was wondering, should I try to go and hit this? But I thought that it's already so dead almost that like they should be able to just kill it easily and just bring in my group here. Because it's not like armored transports can still be annoying to air to deal with too sometimes. But I wouldn't have needed to send this guy at least into here. Should have sent the one maybe to here, just make it slightly faster. That was at least a nice air-to-air from Wally to get some Muku air killed. But yeah, also airdropping, not really that important to be honest. I just shot it because I saw it, but yeah, they are attacking again from here with light tanks. And yeah, light tanks are the faster unit to move and attack with, especially after a nuke. Like heavy tanks are of course extremely good otherwise, but they are very slow, not very useful at this point of the game. So it's way more useful to use a lot of light tanks, which Alien is basically using either light tanks or the armored transports. No heavy tanks at all at this point. But yeah, Blitz playing this full time just medium shoppers when, yeah, like you're just not as efficient to actually kill those light tanks. I wouldn't have to try to be everywhere if Blitz just was also heavy air and actually destroyed some of these a little bit more efficiently. Medium air can still destroy them too, but just less efficiently for certainty.
Bringing in your units ASAP.
Units being dropped here. I'm going and seeing if I need to go and clear it. Not that I do, because finally Blitz's medium shoppers did manage to destroy it. And yeah, doing some heavy air support here to clear some of these units that are attacking / defending the bridge area. At least got nicely some units destroyed there. They have now, Kickapoo has advanced into here. That's also a big issue, bringing through this forest infantry into here to not let us have the town. So kind of have to clear it. I tried to split, but I'm not very efficient here to try to clear some wreck infs with just a few air units, so kind of a poor situation. We are also now advancing very heavily into Sawmill, which I am trying to look if I can help in some way. But not too much I need to be doing. Good player was doing a good push into here to cap it, killing that a little bit, but that's hardly anything to be honest. At least we got this place, but yeah, they're also just pushing here with more support and infantry and light tanks, and pushing here with the heavy tank and light tanks, armored transports, just everything. Then it's good to be here too. Like at the moment I could be here, I should be here, I should be here, I could be here to help a little bit too, to just clear this airdrop in so we can capture the Sawmill. Just too much stuff that I could go and try to do and help with. And we could be going here, like where do I go? Am I going to be here? Am I going to be here? Am I going to be here? I could be anywhere. All of those places need me as an heir. But it's a pretty impossible situation. But yeah, they just have to keep going. And it's difficult to say, did I choose correctly then? Did I choose correct place to come into here? Probably not, because we actually can't now cap it. There's too many units there. We decapped it, but that's not enough. I should be rather here to stop them from capping, or to have assisted us to cap this or assist this. So in that sense that was also the wrong place, but can't notice it always at the moment that okay, would this be the most logical? Like yeah, it's also nice to clear and all, but it wasn't the best choice, certainly. And yeah, we just extreme, like even me, if I just had chosen a little bit better place to be in the end there, would have been better. But yeah, I would say Alien definitely won the game. There was too many crowd units to deal with, and Blitz could have won the game easily for us too if just had changed indeed into heavy air shoppers and cleared these enemy troops a little bit more. Well, like I said, pretty much anyone can do something in this sort of a game where like it's such a close game. Like we were winning the full time before, but then we lost just at the very end. So yeah, but a very good game, and just wanted to highlight what a switcher can do when they are a good player. They know what to do and they can read the game, what is the most useful. I can't do that. I definitely not saying that, but those who can, yeah, definitely game changers. So hope you enjoyed this little bit of a game, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you for more next time.